Hi guys, and welcome to this video where I'm going to be showcasing the upcoming Tier 8 premium medium tank, the Panzer 58 Mutz. Now for the ones that don't know, Mutz means bear in German, or in some Austrian dialect it should mean little kiss. But judging by the fierce animal looking thingy on the tank, I'm pretty sure the developers were more inclined to mean the bear part. Okay, so let's get into the general details of the tank. The hit points of the vehicle, 1300, which might not be the greatest among Tier 8 mediums. It comes equipped with an engine of 600 horsepower along with 50 kilometers top speed, 45 degrees traverse speed, 90 hull armor in the front, 30 in the side, 40 in the back, 120 turret armor, 65 in the side, 40 in the back. If we take a closer look at the armor, you'll see that the overall effective armor is 100mm plus in the front, with a strip of 200 plus right in the middle, 130, close to 140 in some parts. On the turret though, the gun mantlet has around 250 plus armor, so provided you're lucky enough to get hit there, you might get some bounces off. Rest of the turret, some parts at 200, 220 depending on the angle you're gonna get hit. Not really armored, so if you're planning on going hull down with this tank, it's probably not the best idea, as you're only gonna bounce lower tier guns, especially with these two big hatches, commander's hatches here, which are 40 plus armor. The turret traverse speed is 36 degrees. The vehicle has 380 V range, which combined with optics and the V range skills will probably provide you with some decent V range to get a good assist damage. Let's take a closer look at the gun. It's a 90mm with a rate of fire of 7.5. The penetration on the gun though is very good for a Tier 8 medium, 212 with armor piercing ammo, 259 with APCR, and 45 with high explosive. The average damage is 240, and with AP and APCR, 320 with high explosive. The accuracy of the tank is 0.36 combined with 2.3 aim time, which will make this tank's gun handling pretty decent. Equipment wise, I would recommend you going vertical stabs, optics, gun rammer, and for the crew skills, 6 Sense and Commander, repairs and everything else. Get the V-range skills, situational awareness, recon, get the gun handling skills, snapshot and smooth ride, get safe stowage on the loader, and you should be good to go with this thing. The best way to truly showcase the value of this tank would be to compare it with the already existent Panzer 88 premium tank. Both vehicles have normal matchmaking, which means they'll see Tier 8, 9 and 10 games. The Panzer 58 Mutz has 1877 DPM compared to the Panther 8.8, which carries 2176. That's a 300 DPM difference. It's not really terrible. What the Mutz loses in DPM, it gains in penetration. It has 212 penetration compared to 203 on the Panther. Alpha damage is the same. Reload time of the Mutz is 767 compared to 662 on the Panther 88. The shell velocity is the same. The aim time of the Mutz is better compared to the Panther 8.8, 221 compared to 240. Accuracy is slightly worse, has slight worse dispersion values on the move, but the Mutz has 10 degrees of gun depression compared to 7 on the 8.8. The Mutz has 50 kilometers top speed compared to 46 on the Panther. They both share the same 600 horsepower, but because the Mutz is a lot lighter than the Panther, it has a much better power to weight ratio and better terrain resistances, which means the Mutz is going to be a lot more mobile compared to the Panther. The armor is pretty similar, even though the armor on the Panther is a lot better angled, so it's going to be prone to bouncing shells more. But I guess with the Mutz loses in armor, gains in much better mobility. Also, the Mutz has 200 less hit points compared to the 8.8, but the fire chance on the Mutz is a lot lower compared to the Panzer 8.8, 12% compared to 20. The shell cost is bigger on the Mutz, 300 credits compared to 252 on the Panther. I think we managed to present pretty much all the features and characteristics of this tank. Let's get into a replay to see what this tank can really do. As you can see, we pretty much got the worst matchmaking possible with this tank. We're in a tier 10 game. So I guess this is the best example to see what this tank can do in higher tier games. Kharkov, not the greatest map for a medium tank, but we're about to see what the tank can do. I immediately start going off on the left side. I will try to go more to the open field area where I can use my V range, and I can sneak on up a bit on the enemy tanks. I get up on this ridge to try to get view on what's coming up here. I see there's nothing so far, so I decide to take a couple of blind shots. There's usually tanks in that area. I move forward, try to check the area better. I notice a CDC. As you can see, the gun handling is pretty decent on this tank. I notice an SDB that's pushing in really aggressive on our CDC, so I decide to turn back and go shoot him as he's not paying attention to me at all. I also see the E4 that tried to YOLO. I landed the shot. I try to go towards the SDB while staying under this tiny ridge so I don't get shot by the E4. I was really lucky that he missed that shot there. And now I'm starting to trade with the SDB. Well, just one. He's not interested in me anymore, so I start shooting him again while closely paying attention to the E4. At this point I thought that the CDC is gonna take care of the SDB, but it didn't, so he died. I finish off the SDB, then I immediately turn my attention towards the E4, who's waiting for me to come out. I don't want to risk getting shot by him, so I just snapshot. But there's another CDC in the back, so I start shooting him. I got a lucky D-track, so that CDC is not going anywhere. As you can see, the rate of fire in this tank is pretty decent. And the E4 is coming again. I went for the D-track so he doesn't shoot me. And I fall back. And I get a really lucky bounce from the E4. And immediately start going around to flank. E4 is doomed, he can't turn his turret fully. That was a unlucky bounce. Results of auto aim. And I managed to finish off the E4. We got 2 tier 10s so far. I see the Oho, I start shooting him. The VT is coming in, so I decide to wait and get a D-tracking shot. Luckily it went in. He's not really paying attention to me, so I can just shoot him freely with high explosive. Got a nice 333 hit there. Doesn't really matter how much we're gonna do now, 'cause he's gonna die. We already managed to rack up 3.7k damage so far, so I decide to go for more. As you may notice though, the mobility on this tank is a lot better compared to the Panzer 8.8, the tank I compared it with. which is extremely important as armor doesn't really play a big role anymore. I decided to take the risk and just go in for more damage. I don't care if I get shot. Luckily he didn't shoot. I got shot. Luckily this thing has a little bit of armor, so he didn't penetrate. We managed to rack up 5,353 XP with a double, 124k credits, ace tanker, and the medal. 4,175 damage, 4 kills. We managed to get 623 assist damage also. All this resulted in a profit of 102k credits. Remember, I'm using chocolate on this tank, so I'm losing credits just by that. We didn't really shoot any gold ammo, so that was pretty good profit for 4k damage. We went through the details of the tank. We also saw the replay. I think this is going to be a really good premium German tank compared to the Panzer 8.8, which in some terms might be a bit disappointing. This one is going to have it all. It's going to have nice mobility, good gun handling, so I'm really looking forward for this tank. As usual, thank you everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and also tell me what you think about this tank in the comments below. See ya.